Jasmine had always been a bright and ambitious young woman. From a young age, she knew that she wanted to be successful and make a difference in the world. She worked hard in school, always striving to be the best, and after graduation, she landed a prestigious job at a top-tier company. At first, everything seemed to be going well for Jasmine. She was excited to be working for such a prestigious company, and she threw herself into her work, determined to prove herself. But as time went on, she began to realize that something wasn't right. Jasmine found herself constantly seeking out the approval of others. She wanted to be liked by her colleagues, and she was always eager to please her superiors. She would work late into the night, sacrificing her personal life to try and keep up with the demands of her job. Despite her best efforts, however, Jasmine never seemed to be able to win over her colleagues. She was always the outsider, never quite fitting in with the rest of the team. And even though she was working long hours, she didn't feel like she was making any real progress. One day, Jasmine came across a quote that would change her life. "Learn to fight alone, because no one will fight for you." The words resonated with her, and she realized that she had been relying too much on others to help her succeed. At first, it was tough for Jasmine to put the quote into practice. She had always been someone who relied on the support and encouragement of others, and it was hard for her to break that habit. But she knew that if she wanted to truly succeed, she needed to learn to rely on herself. Jasmine started by setting clear goals for herself. Instead of trying to please others, she focused on what she wanted to achieve, and she made a plan to get there. She worked hard, staying late at the office only when it was truly necessary, and she made sure to carve out time for herself outside of work. As she started to gain confidence in herself and her abilities, Jasmine began to notice a change in her colleagues. They started to take her more seriously, and she found that she was able to make more progress in her work. But perhaps the biggest change came from within. Jasmine realized that she no longer needed the approval of others to feel successful. She was proud of the work she was doing, and she knew that she was doing it on her own terms. As time went on, Jasmine's career continued to flourish. She was promoted several times, and she eventually became one of the top executives at the company. And while she was grateful for the support and encouragement of her colleagues, she knew that it was her own determination and perseverance that had gotten her there. Jasmine had learned an important lesson. She had learned that when it came to achieving her dreams, the only person who could truly fight for her was herself. And by learning to fight alone, she had become the successful person she had always wanted to be.